day everyone, welcome to our channel. My name is Mr. Msagati. I am with my colleague Mosa, Lerato, Shabidi and Gift. We will be doing a presentation concerning methods to remove dissolved inorganic contaminants, effects of acid mine drainage in environment and the fate of pesticides in the environment. Please subscribe, like, comment and share.
Acid mine drainage is a serious environmental issue that happens when water in active or closed mine site comes into contact with sulfide minerals. Acidic fluid that can have significant amount of minerals, metalloids, and other contaminants are created when sulfide minerals undergo oxidation. These waters are then released into neighboring water sources. Acid mine drainage's core can be found in the mining procedure itself. Sulfuric acid and other harmful substances can be released when rock containing sulfide minerals is mined and exposed to the atmosphere. The impacts of acid mine drainage on the water are extensive and deep. High concentration of metals and metalloids can create a variety of both humans and animals. Acidic waters can kill fish and other aquatic life.
Chemicals that humans expose to the environment as a way to control harmful pests and despising crops. The rate and mode of active ingredient release, method of application and stability depends on the pesticide's formulation. Over 2 million tons of pesticides are used annually worldwide. Pesticides are chemicals that humans expose to the environment as a means of controlling harmful livestock and despising crops. The rate and mode of active ingredient release, method of application, and stability depend on the pesticide formulation, with citing over 2 million tons of pesticides used annually worldwide. Commonly used pesticides are herbicides and insecticides. Pesticides end up in water bodies through water runoff, which occurs mainly from agriculture and industry when it rains. Pesticides kill pests and other parasites by attracting them with their odors, but ultimately killing them. This also helps in using insecticides at home to combat rats, mosquitoes, cockroaches, fleas, etc. The effects of pesticides after they are released into the environment are broken down into more toxic metabolites even on non-target species, have long-term effects and are beneficial, but harmful effects suppress beneficial effects. Over the years, organophosphorus insecticides and neonicotinoid have been developed as biodegradable insecticides to replace dichlorodiphenyltrichloroethane insecticides that pollute the environment of target and non-target species,
Ion exchange is a common water treatment process used to remove dissolved inorganic contaminants from water. The process operates on the principle of exchanging one ion for another of similar charge in a solution. Positively charged ions are removed by cation exchange and negatively charged ions are removed by anion exchange. The most commonly used ion exchange resins are based on synthetic polymers, such as polystyrene and polyacrylic acid. Cation exchange resins are effective in removing contaminants such as calcium, magnesium, and heavy metals such as lead and copper. Anion exchange resins are effective in removing contaminants such as nitrates, sulfates, and arsenic. One of the advantages of ion exchange is that it is a selective process, meaning that it can target specific contaminants. However, ion exchange resins can become saturated over time, requiring regeneration or replacement.
Water hardness is caused by the dissolution of magnesium and calcium carbonates in bicarbonates and water. This is usually seen as white matter in old kettles, bath tubes, and sinks. It is the reason why kettles take longer periods of time to boil water after some time. The removal of water hardness is done by the chemical precipitation method, called water softening. Calcium oxide, known as lime, is added to the hard water. This reacts to form calcium carbonate, which acts as a coagulant, a substance that sweeps ions out of solution during settling and formation of precipitates. These precipitates are then filtered out of the water. Another way is to simply boil the water, let it cool down and settle, or filter after boiling. Alum can also be added to the water containing magnesium and calcium bicarbonate alkalinity. Alum reacts with alkalinity to form an aluminum hydroxide precipitate. Soluble hard metal can be converted into insoluble metal hydroxides by adding hydroxide compounds to form metal hydroxide precipitates that can be filtered off. The same but relevant methods, with slight differences, are used for the removal of other inorganic pollutants. Methods depend on which pollutant is being removed.
Coagulation is a process used in water and wastewater treatment to remove impurities such as suspended particles, dirt, and other contaminants. 1. This process involves adding a coagulant such as aluminium ferric chloride to the water, which causes the impurities to clump together and form larger particles called flocks. The flocks can then be removed from the water by sedimentation or filtration. Sedimentation involves allowing the flocks to settle to the bottom of the water, while filtration involves passing the water through a filter, which removes the flocks. Coagulation is an important step in the treatment of drinking water, as it helps to remove harmful contaminants such as bacteria, viruses, and other microorganisms. 1,2. It is also used in the treatment of wastewater to remove impurities before it is released into the environment. Overall, the coagulation method is an essential part of modern water treatment systems, and it plays a critical role in ensuring that we have access to safe and clean drinking water.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to the authors for the research papers, Dr. Mbuli and his colleague from the University of Johannesburg.